Hey everybody, welcome into the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. Tim McMaster here, joining us in the cage today, Kyle Freeland. Kyle, thanks so much for taking some time in the cage.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Kyle, fans out there know how this works. You can get on Twitter, use the hashtag Chatting Cage, or use the MLB Fans app as well, or press the button on your screen, get in line. You can ask your own question of Kyle Freeland. And Kyle, we're going to start on social media. And Stroh's Bro wants to know, we're going to start light. What's your favorite baseball movie?
Favorite baseball movie, I'll have to go with Bull Durham on that one. Kevin Costner, watching him go through what he's going through and how funny that movie is and how much they actually relate to minor league baseball. It's a great movie.
Sticking on the social media, and Travis Scott wants to know, how exciting was it to see what Nolan Arenado was able to do the other day? 3 homers, 5 for 6 in the game. He had the shot at home run number 4 late in that game. What was that experience like to just witness it?
It was awesome. I mean, every single day you have no idea what you're going to get from that guy. He's gonna show you something special every day, and he's gonna wow you. So it was impressive to see that and what he's done the past few seasons.
Yeah, it was incredible, and he did that just this week, earlier in the season, hitting for the cycle with a home run and walking things off. Nolan Arenado has been unbelievable for you guys. We have a fan ready to go. Go ahead, tell us where you're from, and ask your question for Kyle Freeland.
Hi, I'm Mauricio Palmer from Arnold, Maryland, and I was just wondering, I'm pretty sure earlier in the season you almost no-hit the White Sox. What were you feeling during that moment?
I had quite a few emotions during that, especially as the game got later and my pitch count was getting up. Emotions were running high. I think, pretty much everyone knew what was on the line, but the one emotion I felt the most was, it was so much fun to battle out there. It was a really great time to be out on the field with my teammates and go through that experience.
We're going to go back to social media. What an incredible experience. This season for your Rockies team, there's been so many moments. We mentioned Arenado, your near no-hitter as well. IGM33 wants to know, what was the feeling like when you found out you had made the opening day roster for this Rockies squad?
It was unbelievable. I mean, Bud took me into his office in spring training, sat me down, told me, what the whole plan was and everything. And it was one of those things where you kind of think that you're going to snap out of a dream, but you don't. You keep living it. But it was an incredible feeling. I'm, truly blessed to, have the opportunity to be able to pitch opening day here in Denver. And it was just an awesome moment for my career.
Yeah, and then you get the win on opening day against the Dodgers, a division rival. Was that kind of just a cherry on top?
Yeah, absolutely. They got a good ball club over there. They play good hard baseball, and they've been killing it lately. But it was definitely nice to get my first win against the Dodgers.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been playing great. You guys are back in a groove as well as far as the wild card race goes. We have another fan getting ready to join us here on the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. Here we go. Fan, tell us your name, where you're from. Go ahead with your question for Kyle.
Hi, I'm Jack from Toronto. My question is, if you're facing a batter and you give up a home run and they flip the bat, would you find it disrespectful?
For me, it depends on the situation. If the situation calls for it, if it's a big moment, yeah, I find it a little disrespectful. But I find it disrespectful if it's not a big moment. But other than that, if it's a big moment, it calls for it, fine with it.
So you understand, in the emotion of a big moment, playoff race, that kind of thing, guys just kind of get excited, right?
Yeah, they feel themselves. They came up big for their team. They did something really exciting that gets the crowd going. I feel it's the same way for a pitcher coming off the mound. Extremely excited after a strikeout.
Yeah, with a fist pump or whatever it is. Back to the MLB Fans app we go, and someone wants to know, where did you get the Twitter quote, "Repetition is the father of learning"?
So that's actually a quote from one of my old coaches that I had growing up who told me that phrase. I also later found out that Lil Wayne also said it in one of his songs. I have it tattooed across my back as well, but it's something that I've kept with me for a long time, and it speaks volumes to me.
Awesome, and that's the information you get here on the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. It's not just on his Twitter page, it's also on Kyle Freeland's back as well. We are excited to be joined by another fan now. Go ahead, tell us your name, where you're from, ask your question for Kyle.
This is Dan from New York. Which teammate have you learned the most from?
I've learned a lot from all my teammates. You know, being a rookie here, you want to soak up as much as you can and learn as much as you can as quickly as you can. But guys I've really contacted with and really meshed with well is Tyler Chatwood, John Gray. You know, those guys who have been up here for a while and know how things work and know how to pitch at this level. Those are a couple guys that I've grabbed onto and started to learn quite a bit from.
Yeah, because overall, such a young staff and a rotation you guys have there with the Rockies. It's now time for our EDJ question of the day. Kyle, today the question is, what's been the most surprising thing about pitching in the major leagues for you so far?
For me, it's the hitters don't stop. They will never give up. They're they try to be locked in every single pitch, and they're trying to do some damage off you. So you gotta be as locked in with them. So that's probably the most surprising thing for me.
Yeah, there's no weak links in those major league lineups for sure, and you've done a great job. Yeah, you've done a great job of handling it so far early on still in your career. We have another fan ready to go. Tell us your name, where you're from, ask your question for Kyle.
My name's Matthew. I'm from St. Augustine, Florida, and I was just recently at the White Sox game where you almost threw the no-hitter. But my question is, what is it like going to the journey through the MLB?
It's an incredible journey. It takes a lot of hard work. It's long, it's taxing, but when you get to the point where you want to be and you can look back and really say I gave it my all, I worked really hard to get to this point in my life. It's really fulfilling, and for me it was going through high school, college, minor leagues, and now got up here and continue my career. I'm able to look back and truly be happy with the path that I've chosen.
Yeah, awesome stuff, and the appreciation. Back to social media we go, Kyle, and Sliding Into Home wants to know, as a Colorado native, what kind of a baseball town is Denver?
It's a growing baseball town. I think that's the best way to put it. But these fans, they come out every game. It doesn't matter when it is, middle of the week, day game. They're out here supporting us. They're making tons of noise. But they're awesome. They're awesome out here. I love it.
And I think you're just, I don't know if you were aware of this, just the 6th Colorado native to put on the pinstripes for the Rockies. Did you know that?
I did know that. I found that out after my debut.
All right, good stuff. Back to social we go. Canacorn87 wants to know, what hobbies do you partake in when you're not playing baseball?
I'm a big golfer. I love hitting the links. Was able to squeeze in 9 yesterday, right before the rain came in. But golf's my thing. It's a lot of, as a pitcher, we enjoy golfing. A lot of the guys on the team golf, so we all get together.
A lot of golf, I assume, in Arizona during spring training as well. I know pitchers in general, spring training is a great time as far as getting to the links and getting some golf in as well. We have another fan ready to go. Tell us your name, where you're from, ask your question for Kyle Freeland.
Hey, I'm Kevin from the Bronx, and I was just wondering if, as a pitcher, if you feel cheated ever that you have to pitch in Colorado half the time.
I don't know. A lot of people have that thought process, but you're still playing the game of baseball. You're still pitching to hitters, regardless of where you're at. So you still have to pitch down the zone. You still have to, for me, pitch to contact and pitch to weak contact. And if you set your sights on that and you try to execute that, usually things turn out all right.
Following up on that, it seems like the Rockies in recent years have really focused on finding pitchers that kind of fit the mold that can be successful there. Do you feel like that the way you pitch lends yourself to have success, not just in all ballparks, but in that thin air in Colorado?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our front office and our staff, they've done a good job with developing our minor league system to prepare our guys to whether pitch at altitude or sea level, teach them how to throw and how to get big league hitters out, especially using an effective changeup.
All right, I got one more for you from social media. We started with light as far as the movies go. We'll end with some music. Rockies fan 3219 wants to know, what's your favorite music to listen to before a game?
Favorite music to listen to is rap music, and go-to artist is Machine Gun Kelly.
All right, awesome stuff, Kyle. Thanks so much for joining us in the cage.
All right, thanks for having me.
That's going to do it for another edition of the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. Make sure you join us again next time.